Hey everyone, ready for another deep dive? Today we're tackling how to make money on YouTube.
Sounds like a popular topic.
Definitely is. I mean, think about it. YouTube gets billions of hours of watch time every day.
There's got to be some serious potential for creators, right?
Exactly. And we've gone deep to find out how. Articles, expert advice, even this super honest Reddit thread from a successful MMO YouTuber. We'll get to him later, though.
Looking forward to that. A lot of people want to make money on YouTube, but don't actually know what it takes.
So true. When we first brainstormed, we were thinking 30 ways to make money on YouTube, but
Well, it's not quite that simple.
nope. But don't worry, we'll cut through the fluff and give you the real deal, the stuff that actually works. Speaking of the real deal, we got to start with the YouTube Partner Program, right? The YPP.
The OG path to YouTube monetization. Ads on your videos, the whole 9 yards.
So how do you even get in this club? What are the requirements?
Well, you've got two options. One is the classic route. 4,000 hours of watch time in the past year, at least 1,000 subscribers.
Okay, so already not easy.
Right. Or there's the shorts path. You need 1,000 subs and 10 million shorts views in the last 90 days. Oh, and in both cases, you need a linked AdSense account.
Makes sense. Got to get paid somehow. So once you're in, is it true what they say? $1 per 1,000 views.
I wish. That's kind of a myth. It really depends.
On what?
A ton of things, honestly. Who your audience is, what kind of videos you make. All of it affects your CPM.
CPM.
Cost per mil, cost per 1,000 views. That's how much you make for, every 1,000 views.
The certain types of videos do better.
Absolutely. Some niches are way more appealing to advertisers.
Which ones? Give us the goods.
We came across this YouTuber, Make Money Matt. He swears by 5 top-paying niches: personal finance, making money online, health, tech, and travel.
Interesting. You know, it reminds me of Chris Invest, that finance channel, all whiteboard animations. They're killing it.
He doesn't have to be your face on camera.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, those niches. Advertisers love them. Higher price point products, more money floating around.
So there's hope for us camera-shy folks. But let's be real, there's got to be more than just ads.
Oh, tons more. We found this awesome article from Sprout Social, a whole breakdown of different YouTube monetization methods.
Lay it on me. What else is out there?
Well, if you've got a solid fan base, channel memberships are pretty cool. Recurring revenue, exclusive perks for your loyal viewers.
Like a fan club, but on YouTube.
Exactly. Then there's the classic promo links. Drive traffic to your website, light magnets, anything.
Got to use that YouTube audience wisely.
For sure. And of course, there are sponsorships. Brands pay you to feature their stuff.
But it's got to be done right.
Absolutely. Ethically, authentically, it has to fit your channel. Your audience has to be into it.
So, like, if you do a gaming channel, don't suddenly start promoting gardening tools.
Unless you're like a virtual farmer in Stardew Valley or something.
Okay, fair point. What else did Sprout Social have?
Product-focused videos, for one. Reviews, unboxings, tutorials, basically highlighting products, but again, got to keep it honest.
Transparency is key on YouTube.
Couldn't agree more. Affiliate marketing is huge, too. You get a cut of every sale made through your unique links.
I've seen those everywhere in descriptions.
Exactly. And don't underestimate the power of crowdfunding. Patreon, Kickstarter, your fans can directly support your work.
Yeah, lots of creators are using those.
Merch is another big one. Branded t-shirts, mugs, the whole deal. Lets your fans rep your channel.
Building that brand loyalty.
And lastly, for live streamers, there's super chat, super stickers, super thanks, all ways for fans to pay to have their messages stand out.
That's a lot of options. It seems like no matter what kind of content you make, there's a way to monetize it.
Definitely. But one thing all these methods have in common, you got to build a community. Engaged viewers, people who connect with you, that's where it all starts.
So true. It's not just about the views, it's about the people behind them. Now, remember that Reddit thread I mentioned? This full-time MMO YouTuber, Josh Stryface?
Oh yeah, he keeps it real.
Big time. One of his big points. General will often fail. Specific will often succeed. He's all about finding your niche, becoming the expert in something specific.
Niching down, they call it.
Yeah, exactly. But then he drops this bomb. When you find your niche, it will trap you. I mean, what?
That's a trade-off, right? You need that focus to grow, but it can box you in creatively later. It's something to think about.
Makes you think about the long game, for sure. He also stressed that YouTube isn't some get-rich-quick scheme. It's a job.
100%. He said, it's not about you, it's about what you create. Serve your audience, not your ego.
That's a great reminder. So we've got the YPP, the power of niching down, and the importance of treating YouTube like a real business. But we can't forget about Make Money Matt and his claim of earning over $200 per 1,000 views.
That's next level, right?
Definitely. And he says it's all thanks to his digital product method.
He sells an online course, turns his YouTube expertise into a product.
Clever. But that's probably pretty advanced, right?
It does take some serious expertise. He's been at it for over 10 years. But even if you're not there yet, you can start with affiliate marketing, promoting other people's courses.
So you can tap into the digital product world without having to create your own just yet. Smart.
Exactly. And the way he promotes his course is genius. Mentions it in his videos, uses the community tab. It's all about leveraging your existing audience.
Building that brand beyond just the video. So you're saying YouTube could be a platform for launching your own business ventures.
Exactly.
Lots to think about already. But hey, that's what these deep dives are for, right?
Absolutely. We'll be back with more in part 2. Welcome back to the Deep Dive. Ready to dig deeper into the YouTube Partner Program?
You know it. The YPC. It's like the golden ticket to YouTube monetization.
It definitely unlocks a lot of potential. We've even got some stuff directly from YouTube explaining how it all works.
Oh, nice. Straight from the source. So once you're in, what are the ways to actually make money?
Well, the most common way is through ad revenue. You know, those ads that play before, during, sometimes even in the middle of videos.
The ones we all love to skip.
Yep, those. But for creators, they're a big deal. YouTube runs those ads, you get a cut of the money. Happens with regular videos, and now even on shorts.
So even those tiny videos can bring in some cash.
They sure can. But there's more to the YPP than just those basic ads. If you're eligible, you can do things like channel memberships.
I've seen those around. What's the deal with those?
It's a way for your most dedicated fans to support you directly. They pay a monthly fee, and in return, they get some cool perks.
Like what?
It varies. Some creators do loyalty badges, little icons next to their name in the chat.
Makes them stand out.
Exactly. Others offer custom emojis, exclusive content, even live Q&A sessions just for members.
It's like building a little community within your community.
Exactly. It can really strengthen that bond with your audience.
Cool. What else is there?
Well, if you meet the requirements, you can also sell merch right through your channel.
Merch? Huh? Like what kind of stuff?
Whatever you can think of. T-shirts, mugs, hats, phone cases, anything you can slap your logo or a funny catchphrase on.
So you're not just a YouTuber, you're a brand.
That's the idea. It gives your fans a way to show their support, and it's another revenue stream for you.
Win-win. Okay, what else is in this YPP toolbox?
Live streamers can take advantage of Super Chat and Super Stickers. Viewers pay to have their messages highlighted in the chat. Makes them stand out.
Kind of like a shout out.
Yeah, and it can really liven up a stream. Plus, it's another way for fans to show their support.
Smart. I'm noticing a theme here.
And then there's YouTube Premium.
Premium, that's the paid version, right? No ads.
Yep. But even if someone's watching your videos without ads because they have Premium, you can still get a cut of their subscription fee.
Really? That's pretty cool. So even if they're skipping ads, creators still benefit.
Exactly. It incentivizes making great content that appeals to everyone.
I like that. So it sounds like the YPP has a lot to offer. But you mentioned eligibility requirements.
Yeah, there's the catch. It's not just about hitting those initial watch time and subscriber goals. Each feature has its own set of rules.
Give me an example.
Well, for ads, you got to be at least 18 or have a parent or guardian handle things. And your content needs to be, advertiser friendly.
So no swearing or anything too controversial?
Pretty much. Brands want to keep things clean. And for channel memberships, usually you need at least 30,000 subscribers, so it's really for bigger channels.
So it's not like you get into the YPP and suddenly have access to everything.
Nope. You got to keep growing, keep hitting those milestones. And remember, YouTube is always watching, making sure everyone's playing by the rules.
Makes sense. Okay, so we know about all these YPP features, but the big question is, how much can you actually make?
That's the million-dollar question, literally. And there's no easy answer. So many things factor in.
I bet. Like what kind of videos you make, how many views you get.
Exactly. Your audience, their demographics, where they're located, it all plays a role. We saw this interesting case study. A YouTuber named Shelby Church, she broke down her earnings for one of her videos.
Okay, what did she find?
This video had 2.2 million views, right? But she only made $743 from ads.
Whoa, so that's like way less than $1 per 1,000 views.
Yeah, it was around 33 cents per 1,000. And she explained why. It all comes down to those factors we talked about. How the video is presented, the audience, all of it.
So YouTube's algorithm is pretty complex.
Oh, incredibly. It's constantly calculating, trying to match the right ads to the right viewers.
I guess that makes sense. So it's not as simple as more views equals more money.
Nope. It's more like more engaged views equals more potential earnings. The more people watch your ads, click your links, buy your merch, that's what really matters.
So it's not just about chasing views, it's about building that loyal community.
100%. That's the foundation of any successful YouTube channel.
Okay, so we've covered the YPP pretty thoroughly, but let's not forget about those other monetization methods. Sponsorships, affiliate marketing, digital products.
Right. Those can be game changers, especially if you're not in the YPP yet.
Lots of different paths to success on YouTube.
Absolutely. And in the next part, we'll dive into those alternative methods, see what makes them tick.
And we're back for the final part of our YouTube monetization deep dive. This time, we're going beyond the YPP, exploring those alternative ways to make money.
Right. We're talking sponsorships, affiliate marketing, digital products, stuff that can really take your YouTube earnings to the next level.
Let's start with sponsorships. Seems like every YouTuber with a decent following has a sponsor these days.
It's definitely a popular route. Basically, brands pay you to feature their stuff in your videos. Could be a quick mention, a whole segment, even integrating their product into your content.
So it's kind of like product placement in movies and TV shows.
Kind of, yeah. But authenticity is key on YouTube. Your viewers need to feel like you actually believe in the products you're promoting.
Right. It can't feel like a forced ad read.
Exactly. Honesty and transparency are super important. You always got to disclose if a segment is sponsored.
So how do these sponsorships even happen? Do YouTubers just wait for brands to reach out?
Sometimes, yeah, especially as your channel grows. But you can also be proactive. Reach out to brands you like that fit your niche and make a pitch.
So it's about putting yourself out there, building those connections.
Exactly. And having a good media kit helps. That's basically your channel's resume, showing your stats, your audience, all that.
Makes sense. Got to show those brands you're worth investing in.
For sure. Okay, let's talk about another big one, affiliate marketing. Those links you see in video descriptions, that's affiliate marketing.
I've always wondered how that works.
It's pretty simple, actually. You partner with a brand, they give you a unique link, and if someone buys something through that link, you get a commission.
So you're basically recommending products to your viewers.
Exactly. And you can promote all kinds of stuff, physical products, online courses, even travel deals, anything that fits your niche.
Sounds pretty versatile.
Yeah.
But how do you do it without being too pushy?
That's the trick. You got to be genuine. Only recommend things you actually use and like. Don't just shove links in people's faces.
So if you're doing a makeup tutorial, you could include affiliate links to the products you're using.
Exactly. Or if you're reviewing a tech gadget, you could link to where people can buy it. Just make sure it's relevant and adds value for your viewers.
Got it. Okay, let's talk about those digital products. That's how Make Money Matt claims to be making over $200 per 1,000 views.
Yeah, digital products can be a game changer. It's all about packaging your knowledge and skills into something you can sell.
What kind of stuff are we talking about?
Could be online courses, ebooks, templates, even coaching services. It depends on your niche, what you're good at, what your audience needs.
So you're basically creating your own little business using your YouTube channel as the platform.
Exactly. And the best part, once you create the product, you can sell it over and over again. Passive income, baby.
That's the dream.
It does take work up front, but the payoff can be huge. And you can promote your products right on your channel. Mention them in your videos, put links in the description, even make dedicated videos about them.
So it's all about leveraging that built-in audience you work so hard to create.
Exactly. It's a win-win. Okay, so we've covered a ton of ground in this deep dive. We talked about the YPP, the classic path to YouTube monetization, but we also went beyond that, explored all these other ways to make money from your content.
Yeah, from sponsorships to affiliate marketing to creating your own digital products. It's amazing how many options there are.
It really is. But no matter what path you choose, remember, consistency is key. Put in the work, create great content, connect with your audience, and be patient. Success on YouTube doesn't happen overnight.
It's a journey, for sure, but it's a journey that can be incredibly rewarding. You get to share your passions with the world, build a community, and maybe even make a living doing what you love.
And that's what it's all about, right? So go out there, create something amazing, and who knows, maybe you'll be the next YouTube success story.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive. We'll see you next time.